all of a sudden he landed in the hospital and was told that he wasn't going to work again and he was going to be on oxygen for the rest of his life.
Millions of people are diagnosed with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is an umbrella term for emphysema and chronic bronchitis, both diseases that cause airway obstruction. Essentially makes it really difficult to breathe, and it's not fully reversible. So they have it for the rest of their life, and it's often progressive.
You know, to go to the bedroom, I had to climb 12 steps. Well, every third step I had to stop, catch my breath, and walk up. When I got to the bedroom, I had to sit on the bed for 15 to 20 minutes until my breathing felt normal.
It was an effort for him to get up and walk down the hall to the bathroom. He would have to stop part way in the hall.
He did not have much mobility. He had to stop every half hour or whatever he was doing just to catch his breath. He would be in and out of the hospital with pneumonia. You're more susceptible to pneumonia.
He had an oxygen hose tied to himself, and I said, oh, I brought some sandwiches, and I had asked him what he wanted, and I said I didn't bring drinks. He said, oh, I've got drinks here, and I had to go to the refrigerator to get the drinks for him. So the refrigerator was not more than 10 feet away from his chair, and yet I had to go get the drinks. And I remember sitting in my truck feeling so bad.
We went out to eat. We got to the restaurant. He couldn't go in. He sat there and cried.
And he only went on the oxygen the last day of his life. It was the fact that he could not handle being that debilitated that he took his own life.
My kids came into the hospital to see me, and I was there with tubes and everything else. I didn't like that idea of my kids coming and seeing me like that. Plus, I didn't want to be sick, okay? I mean, it was a wake-up call. So I went to the rehab, I went to the 8-week class. The stress was you have to exercise, you have to walk, you have to do this. I was on oxygen 24/7.
With COPD, although it is chronic and progressive, if one does perhaps the most important thing, which is quit smoking, and then exercises so they don't get deconditioned, and exercises in a supervised way initially with pulmonary rehab, then often you can live a very long and good quality, and more importantly, good, from my standpoint, good quality life.
And I know that if I exercised as much as I could, as much as I'm able to, then I would try to get rid of the oxygen and get rid of my pulmonary medications.
It's considered a silent disease because a lot of folks may have symptoms but may go undiagnosed for many years. So it's important that we spread the word about this disease, let people know that life isn't over once you have this disease. There's a lot of things that you could do to stay healthy and to breathe better.
Vinny was the exception rather than the rule in relation to people getting off oxygen with COPD. He was fortunate in that he caught his COPD early enough in a bad enough flare that made him realize that he needed to do something about it, being quitting smoking and getting pulmonary rehab and getting back into shape.
And that's my goal, to help as much people as I can, because I've been there and I've done it, and I feel great.